Hi, I'm Avron Olszewski, Director of NeuralM Limited, and we're going to look today at the Microchip Android Development Board. So here we have the Microchip Development Board newly arrived on my desk. I'm going to open it up. Haven't had a look inside, so I'm going to see what we have in here. So inside the box we have a charger with a UK plug adapter. We have what looks like the accessory development starter kit. And we have some connecting cables. And then a in-circuit debugger. Okay, so here we have the instructions for using the PIC USB communications. Basically it says that you should you connect the PIC 3-circuit development debugger program into a USB on the PC, and then you build your project, connect the target, power it up, program it, and then start debugging. So that seems relatively straightforward. There's also some software you would need to install in your PC, which obviously allows you to communicate with the in-circuit debugger, and which also obviously handles uploading the software to the target device, which in this case will be our little development board over here. So I will go ahead and install the Linux version, as I use Linux, of the software. So here you can see I'm downloading the Linux installer. You may choose also to install it on Mac or on Windows. So the installer is just completing here. I'm going to open it up. Let's just see here. I'm going to open up the zip file, and it's a 5 megabyte file. Okay, I'm going to extract it, say to my desktop, and then figure out how to install it. Okay, so I've extracted the zip file, and there's a .run file on Linux which I'm going to execute as root. Okay, so the first problem is how to actually get the Microchip installer to run. And what you need to do on Linux, which I'm sure is not a problem on Windows, is change the permissions with a chmod and get it to be executable. Okay, so that's now running, and hopefully installing the software. Okay. Right, so that's run and created some software. Let's see where it is. Should be under programming, I imagine. Office, Internet. Accessories. Okay. Let's have a look on the desktop. Okay, so there's a folder called Microchip, which is not the right one. Okay, so that software is now installed, and under the Microchip accessory framework for Android version 1 we have a PDF help file, and we have a basic accessory demo which has some firmware, a whole lot of stuff for MPLab, and also some source code for an Android application. And that's the next step to play around with. The MATLAB IDE also comes with a disk which includes documentation, language tools, demo, user guides and tutorials. Okay, so the MATLAB IDE CD that came with the package doesn't seem to support Linux install, so I've now gone to the Microchip website and I'm trying to install the MATLAB IDE version 8.73. Let's see if we have any luck in installing that on Linux. Okay, so the standard MATLAB, the standard MPLab IDE seems to only run on Windows. So we've come now to a beta MPLab X IDE, which apparently is cross-platform. I'm going to try and run and install that.
Space minus version. This will report the version of the current JRE on the system. MPLab X is built upon the NetBeans open source IDE from Oracle. Both IDEs are written in Java, thus the reason for having the JRE installed. The same IDE codebase for MPLab X will execute on Windows, Linux, and Mac platforms. It has the same user interface for all three systems.
Okay, so we're now installing the this new MPLab X, which seems to work on all operating systems, or most of the major operating systems, as opposed to the CD that comes with the kit, which only runs on Windows. This is about 230 megs, so I'm going to let this download and continue with the installation. Okay, so I've downloaded the MPLab X beta version, which apparently runs on Mac OS and Linux, and I'm busy installing that now. So that's installing, and it's giving me a pop-up with a setup. You can see that there. Accept the license agreement. And so we'll let that installation complete before we continue. Okay, so I've got an unusual message for Linux that I need to reboot my system. So I'm going to go ahead and reboot. And come back when that's done.